this is Jodi. Thanks for joining me today. I have a quick and creative Christmas card for you that features the Holidays Fancy Foil Designer Vellum, this snowflake vellum with the silver foil that you see. And I just wanted to point out quick in the holiday catalog where you find this. It's on page 32 up here in the corner. It's a little bit easy to miss, but it's a great package. This is some silver snowflakes here, red foil stripes, and then the green foil Christmas trees. Lots of fun. And you can see this cute sample that they did here with the green trees. Okay, so let's get to this card. A couple of things about this card. First of all, I used Watermelon Wonder on a Christmas card, which I never ever thought I would do. I'm just gonna fold my card in half. So this was 8.5 by 5.5. And then the key to this card is taking another piece of Watermelon Wonder. This one is 4 inches by 5.25. And then what I did is I took a piece of the vellum and I cut it 5.25 this way, but instead of cutting it 4 inches to fit directly here, I cut an extra 1/2 inch on each side. That is so I can fold it. You might see the score line that I made too with my scoring blade on my trimmer. I can fold it right around the back, and then I can simply run some adhesive right along here and then get it right in that groove and tuck that vellum and just press down onto the cardstock. Same thing on this side. So the key is really this layer because it gives you an easy way to attach the vellum. Most adhesive shows through the vellum, and so that kind of makes it tricky to use sometimes. So just this little tip of cutting a 1/2 inch extra on each side makes a big difference. And then you've got your muted down Watermelon Wonder. It's such a bright color, but with the vellum over it, it's just a perfect shade for this card. I'll add some more adhesive on the back to attach it to the card base. And then I also cut a strip that's 4 inches by 1.25 inches and just tied some white baker's twine around the end. And I'll add that right across here. And then the last thing, which is really the focal point on this card, is the word peace. And so I'm using a framelit for that and some of our silver glimmer paper. So I'm going to pull in my Big Shot, and I've got my magnetic platform set and ready to go on here. All of our framelits and thinlits have a raised edge, I think you can see on the back here. So I'm going to set my glimmer paper down and then the framelit with the edge down, and this is my other cutting pad, and I'll crank this through. And then with this one in particular, I sometimes use my paper piercing tool. It pops out pretty good right here, but then there's some little spots that I can just poke. All these little holes right here, if I just gently poke it out like that, you can see it starts to come out right here. And then these bigger areas I can pop out too. So I'll just gently peel it. It is delicate, but it's pretty easy to work with. I'll just take a moment and get the little centers from the E. And then what I have found best to attach anything thin like this is our new glue that's called Fine Tip Glue Pen. This is also from the holiday catalog. The key to this is that you unscrew this right here. When you're done using it, this isn't something you want to leave sitting around. You want to take this and make sure, I use my finger behind it to guide it, and that it goes right back in so that it seals. You don't want to leave the cap off and do other things that we sometimes do when we're being super creative. What we're going to do is take the glue, I'm going to squeeze it really gently just to get it going a little bit, but I don't want blobs of the glue at all. I just want to make sure I touch it on the entire word. But like I said, I don't want too much because I don't want it to squeeze out from underneath. So I'm not squeezing the bottle anymore. I'm just kind of letting the glue come out a little bit and guiding it with the tip. seems to be a little bit of a blob right there, so I'm just going to kind of blot it with my finger. Now the key to this glue is patience. It is a strong adhesive. It works great if you are patient enough. So I'm going to place it on here and just leave my fingers on here and press down for a little bit. It doesn't take long, but if you don't apply that pressure, it's going to fall right off, and then you'll have a mark from where the glue was, and it's just a lot easier if you just apply a little bit of pressure. Sometimes what I do then is flip it over and just press on it, give it a little more pressure like this. Like I said, once it has time to adhere, it's a really strong adhesive, but that's what I've seen some of my customers do, is just expect it to be instant, and it's not quite instant. It doesn't take long, but it needs just a little bit of time. Oh, and I did exactly what I just said not to do. Don't play and do other things. Get the cap back on your fine tip glue. Okay, so here is that finished card. The glimmer on there from the silver glimmer paper is just gorgeous, and then with the foil snowflakes, it really adds a special touch. So this is a super quick and creative card that you could easily duplicate to be your Christmas card this season. Thanks so much for watching. For daily creative inspiration or to place an order, visit my blog. You can also find me on Facebook, Pinterest, and Instagram.